All right, so these sequence questions were not on the test, but I'm going to have you do them anyway for the extra practice because we haven't been fluent or comfortable with them in class, and I want to get you to get a little bit of extra work on. So let's do this. What's the 35th term of the sequence? Now this is an arithmetic sequence. We're going up by 4 every single time. If I want the 35th term, that's like saying f of 35. It's going to equal the first term plus the common difference times n minus 1 because you're only going up 34 times. So I got to do 4 times 34, but I start at 5. So I got to add in the 5. 4 times 34 is 136. 5 plus 136 is 141. Okay? Good little bit of practice there. So again, another way to look at it, I'm starting at 5. How many times do I go up by 4? Since I want the 35th term, 34 times I'm going to go up by 4. So 34 times 4, which is 136, and then you started at 5, so 5 plus 136 is 141. Write the first 4 terms of the sequence defined recursively as. Remember, recursive means using recurring or repetition. So the first term, a sub 1 is 10. And then the next one says 4 times, this says the new term, that's what that means, is 4 times the previous term. So I want to write the first 4 terms. So times 4 is 40, times 4 is 160, times 4 is 640. Okay? Now, let's use these ideas to get to the next question, which was right off a Regents exam. Ooh, coming close. Okay. I'm going to write above on this one. The third term is 10 and the fifth term is 26. So I don't know. 10, I don't know. 26, I don't know. What I can tell you is it's arithmetic, which means you're adding the same thing over and over again. And if I go from 10 to 26, I've gone up a total of 16 places. But I've done it over 2 places. So 16 divided by 2 is 8. So that makes this middle term 18. And if I go backwards, 18 has to become, 10 minus 8 would become 2, and then 2 minus 8 would be negative 6. So I look for a choice that says a sub n equals the first term, which is negative 6, plus the common difference, which is 8, times n minus 1. And I look over there, and I don't see that choice anywhere. But I can distribute the 8 here, and I can get negative 6, a sub n equals negative 6, plus 8n minus 8, and then I can combine like terms here, and I get a sub n is negative 14 plus 8n. And that is the same as choice 2. Okay? So a little bit of practice work with sequences there, just because we can. It's a beautiful thing. All right, so I think that's pretty much all the questions that were on the test. Might be slightly different, but I do think that's pretty much everything you needed to know. Do a great job on the Relearn packet. Listen, factoring is so critical for your success, not only this year, but in the future. The time you spend doing this is time extremely well spent.